Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you everybody for coming in the house. I know we're getting started earlier. I want to make sure everybody knows that we're on and we're going to go over some things. Yes, I see Cheryl G was in the house. She says, I'm going to start this off right. Thank you, Cheryl G. Let me see the comment in there. She came in here blowing up some stuff. Thank you, Cheryl G, for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Doom, 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 doom. Let's do it. Da, da. Oh my goodness, that little girl be getting it on. I do want to thank Lovely Channel. Axelot is in the building. Thank you for the super chat. I see you guys in the building. Let me see if I can pull it up. So we got Cheryl G in here, Axelot, and Lovely Channel is in the building. You guys, we starting this off right. Thank you for that super sticker. Lovely channel. Thank you. Thank you very much for the super chat. They're giving me everything but what I need. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see, we got X a lot in the building. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. I'll be saying your name wrong, but girl, I know who you is. Sandy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys know it's the month of May. It's May the 3rd. You guys, 2 more days, and we got Cinco de Mayo, don't we? We got Cinco de Mayo coming up. Okay, you guys, we're going to talk about 2 things today. I know we're still early, but you're going to hear my wash machine. You're going to hear my dryer going on because I'm trying to do things. I did run to the P.O. box at the last minute because guess what? We were seeing where was those shoes at. Those UGG shoes that we could not figure out where they were at. They weren't in my P.O. box. We finally figured it out. We had a mix-up on the P.O. box number. It went to another P.O. box number, but I went down there and we grabbed it. We had receipts. We had receipts, you guys. Make sure you have your receipts because that's the only thing that helped us. I want to say thank you for Zan Rowland. She come in the building. There's my girl. And Danae is in the house. How you guys doing? Thank you, Roland. She said, thank you for the super chat. She said, I love me some SP. I love you too. She answers that phone in the middle of the night. Anytime I call, I was like, the police is out here, girl. I'm scared to go in. And she just stays right there with me when things are getting rough. Danae, thank you for the super chat. She's always in here. She's sharing, always sharing and caring. Thank you guys for the super chat. We're going to do what we do. All right. I want to say congratulations to the winners on the TeNika Shenette, the plus size doll. She had her drawing Saturday. If you guys missed it, you probably missed winning. There is a lot of family members like sipping with green eyes. She missed it. She was a winner, but she wasn't there. BJ, my girl BJ, she missed it. She wasn't. Uh-oh, hold on. Hey, this is SP. Can you what now? Mute? Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry for that. We were trying to get a correction. You know what, you guys? I think I be saying people's name wrong. Dana. I say Danae, and her name is Dana. Dana Crawwell. Thank you for the super chat. So somebody had to correct me on that. Thank you. Thank you, Maz, for being on there. Because I don't want to be making nobody mad. because that is who you are. I know Stasha's in the house, or Stasa. Stasa won the Chanel purse. All the things are going out tomorrow, you guys. See, because if I wait, it probably won't get done, or you're going to have to wait until I get some time. So I'm taking everything out tomorrow. I'll let everybody see it one more time. Just one more time, because I know Sonia Watts wanted that purse, but I can't remember who won the purse, but I know that they reached out to me, so I got the information. So it's gone. The Uggs, they reached out to me. It's gone. The Chanel purse, they reached out to me. It's gone. I got all the information, so it's all going out tomorrow. So let me share with you guys. So the Uggs are brand spanking new. I want to share this with you guys. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, it still got the little slip thing in there. These are size brand spanking new in the box. I don't know if you guys can see it. Here's your So these were a size 9, like 8, 9. You could slip on an 8, 9. So that person's happy because they can do what they want with it. Here's the Chanel purse, Chanel, the CC Chanel purse right here. And it's ready to go. And then here's our famous Coach purse with the earrings inside the purse, you guys. And this was the last. And she couldn't almost. I think she called about 6 or 7 names. Nobody was there. I mean, she had a lot of people that showed up, but some people was not there that had won. I keep telling you guys, when we having these giveaways, we're not finna play games. We're not gonna be putting our friend's name on the side. I know I love every last one of you guys, but we can't do that. We got to be fair. And if you show up and you win, and the next time we're gonna have a drawing come July. We're gonna have Christmas in July, you guys. That's if we still have a channel. Because hashtag over here, we don't care. We get strikes and we do what we do. We're going to keep on telling the truth. And we're going to keep on trying to get information on the boys. Where are the boys, you guys? I want you guys to know that. So I told you guys that at the beginning. Warriors, we said this at the beginning. No matter what, we're going to keep it true. We're going to keep it 100. And so if sometimes people get mad at you, they get funny, you're like, what did I do? And maybe they have a legitimate reason. But like I said, I don't see it, but I bet you I won't do that again. But nevertheless, apologies are out there and everybody's doing what they do. Okay, so let me see. What am I missing? We need to pray for all of our family members. I need to update that because we're now in May. I haven't had time. I was over in another channel earlier, and I want you guys to know, it's a small channel, but it's growing. And this young fellow, he's been working to try to get his channel built for a while, and he's just keeping it 100. It's real. It's him. He's changed his life over. And I was over there listening to the commentary. I always be in these chats, you guys. I just don't say nothing. And I felt compelled to say something. But at the time I felt to say something, my husband was walking in the door talking about, where's dinner? So I was trying to jump off and, try to address him because I hadn't seen him all day. And Miss Hippie says, I was there with you. Okay. She said, AP. I'm not no AP. Girl, you know what? You might know something everybody else don't know. Putting them initials out there. You better hush up, Hippie. Because those are actually my initials. Anyway, just so if you don't know, now you know. So what they were over there talking about is all of this stuff going on. I am so happy we are not involved in it, you guys. It is 5:05. So I know everybody's coming in the building. I'm so happy that we're not involved in it. But it's so easy for things to happen. And only thing that I went on there to say, they had the young lady on there talking about why she questioned what she had found, and she was so sorry for what had happened. Her intentions was not to hurt no one, no other person. And the person we're speaking on is Crenshaw, and that she gave the information to somebody else, and then next thing you know, all heck hit the fan, and then somebody told that person, and that person told that person, and now it's on Facebook. People's making lives about it, and everybody's talking about it. But let me tell you where we stand. I don't know if you guys stand there with me, but what I'm saying is, SP, sorry for the caps. You're fine, hippie. Miss Hippie Lynn, how you doing? You're fine. So thank you, Peggy Toe. She says, SP, thank you for being you, Warriors for Children. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat, Peggy Toe. I see you done came in the building on time. Okay, family, I got something to share with you real quick. And I know I bounce from here to there. And if you don't know me, guess what? You will have to get to know me because this is who I am. I can't change. I'm not going to change. I wish I could. I wish it can make sense to some of you guys how I bounce around. No, I'm not ADHD or bipolar or whatever. But, my mind goes. So sometimes I can lose focus. A lot of times I do lose focus, but that's okay. My grandson said it's okay. Granny, you the best. And you know what? You just let one of your grandbabies or your children tell you how good you are. I make him some crinkle fries, and he gave me the thumbs up. He's like, and his little legs are just a swinging. And I tell you what, I done went and bought a whole bag so he can have them every time he come over. So, because I want to be extra the best for my babies, my grandbabies, and that's how things is. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, I'm glad that everybody is talking. And one thing I have noticed, you guys, I know as channel to channel, we do fight and we do argue amongst each other. We want to get things right. We mess up, we get mistakes, and maybe somebody can figure out something we didn't, or maybe they can go and touch something that we can't, and we step back. And we had some situations, and I was like, thank you, Crenshaw, because she was boots on the ground and went to go check it out. I don't want to keep running a place and it's not right. So I don't have a problem with that. You know what I said? I said, thank you. I didn't get upset or anything. I want somebody to correct if we're headed in the wrong way. And I appreciate that. And so with all this going on with the young lady, and she's got this channel, she's doing very well for herself. She built it on her own and everything with her followers and people that love her. And I reached out to her. I didn't call her because, you know, situations like that, guess what? It is what it is. I don't want to get off in the middle of it. So I reached out to her. I just sent her a couple of texts and I said, hey, look here, keep your head up. You know what? My mother would always say, this too shall pass. But people's going to remember, and then they're going to think, or if they want to go and lash out at you, say, yeah, you are that. And she knows that she's going to go through this, whether it's true or not. So she's going to have to be debunking this for time on and time on. But it was so good that the young lady that had the information said that she was sorry. I mean, she was bawling and crying and she just wanted to go away. And she wants everybody to get back on these boys. And that's what we're going to do. So I wanted to tell you what was going on in the community. And because if we could talk about what's going on with us, we could talk about what's going on with everybody else. So I'm happy that we had a platform to go on, and that was Nina Boy. That's his name, Nina Boy, his platform. I went up there, and you guys know me. I usually sit back and I watch and I don't say nothing, but I asked, because I was going to be very respectful. because it's his platform. Can I come up there and say something? I wasn't trying to lash out at the young lady, but I was telling her what was told to me. You never know who your enemies are. You never know. You never know. Some people be saying, I thought I was doing you a favor, SP. No, you gave my enemy ammunition to hurt me. Maybe that was the case. I don't know if that's true or not. She say it's true. I don't know. They say something else. Nevertheless, here's the thing. We over here really don't care. Thank you, sweet one. She said it. She said, over here, we don't care. We don't. We want the truth. We want the boys. It don't matter if I danced, I jingled, I did this, whether it's true or not. People going to say stuff and then you got to debunk it. You don't really have to. I just let people say stuff sometimes. I do. But I'm getting tired of it, to be honest with you. So, yes, there's comes a time when you have to fight back and say some stuff and put people in their place. So, if you guys see me get my feathers ruffled a little bit, you'll see another dog come out in this fight because I'm not scared of nothing. Anyway, thank you, Miss Hippie Lynn, for the super chat. Thank you. I seen you over there. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's my dryer. I'm sorry, you guys, but I gotta get some clothes done. Thank you, Hyundai, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Hippie, for the super chat. I see you guys in the house. Those are the last two. And we still got Cheryl G sitting up there on the top of the world. Thank you, Cheryl G, for that super chat. Anyway, we have respect for everybody that's in the situation. I do want to say something because something was said to me and was like, well, one person, which was AV or whoever, and I don't know which AV they're talking about. I don't know if it's this one or that one. There's two of them. And I'm assuming so, but I don't want to say who I assume. So I'm assuming it's one because they always together and they were working together. Everybody was working together. Said something, and I thought they was like they shouldn't have said something. But if I got something on my nose or in my nose, please tell me if you're my friend. If my breath stink, please tell me if you're my friend. If you know somebody's talking about me in a negative way and I thought they were my friends, please tell me. Please let me know. This is what I think. This is just my opinion about this situation. Please tell me because I may be getting close to that person and they may be trying to do me harm. So if you are my friend, but it does tear up friendships too. I told my girlfriend, my best friend when I was little, that her boyfriend was trying to do something with me. Actually, you guys, let me share with you what happened. Okay, story time, real quick. We're gonna get into the California City Boys and the Lila and case. Anyway, I had just had my first house by myself. Well, not my first one, but my second one. And me and her been friends since we've been 5 years old. We're best friends. Well, I didn't know she was grounded, but um, you know, her boyfriend came over to the house and he was like, hey, could you call Lisa and have her come over here? And I called her and I said, hey, Lisa, your man's over here. Because I was seeing her man's brother. So best friends dating brothers. So she says, I can't come over right now. Wait till mama go to sleep and then I'll sneak over or whatever. Just keep them over there. I said, okay. So throughout the day, we're watching TV, talking or whatever. Calls back. She can't get out the house. Guess what? He think, I guess he thinking he wants some, so he gonna just take some. True story. Anyway, we fought in my house. We tore up the whole living room. Glass everywhere. Everything in my house was tore up. I mean, couch was turned over and everything. The flowers and stuff, dirt all over the place. I mean, we were fighting in there because he was going to get some. I mean, we fought for a while to the point where I was so tired, I was getting ready to say, okay. Anyway, nevertheless, he gave up and he left. He was just like, I'm just sick and tired of you. I don't even want it now because you're fighting me too much. Because we're going to fight the whole entire time. I'm going to leave some marks. I'm going to leave. You're going to have to kill me, boy. Whatever. This is what we're going to have to do. I didn't think this was going to happen. So I called her and I told her what happened. And I said, come over here. I'm coming to get you. I said, come over here. I was so scared because this is my best friend. She's dating the guy. I'm dating his brother. And this happened. She comes over to my house. I said, when we in the car, I said, I'm not even going to say nothing. I want you to see my house and you can see for yourself. You tell me what went on here. I had to fight almost half the night. So anyway, she came in the house and she just took one good look. And she knew. She said, I'm not going to say the young last name, but she was like, he tried to rape you. And I said, yes, he did. I said, what do you want me to do? Her being my friend, I asked her, what do you want me to do? She says, don't call the police. First she asked me, did he do it? I said, no. He got tired before I did, but I was tired, but I wasn't going to tell him I was tired. And she said, don't call the police. And I said, okay. I said, are you going to handle it or whatever? She said, yeah. So I didn't see her for a while. We was out partying one night and we were all came together. She was sitting there all hugged up to him and stuff. Next thing I know, she was like, SP, tell Juju what you told me. And I'm looking at her like, his brother was sitting there with him. I'm looking at her like, why would you do that? I said, I told you that Juju tried to rape me. And you see my house. Now, what I should have done, I should have called the police. And he was like, you lied, you this, you that, you just don't want to see us together. We happy, we in love. And she was like, yeah, that's right. We love each other. I said, you know what? None of you come back over to my house anymore. None of you. Your brother, you, and you, Lisa. I said, me and you her name is Lisa. I said, me and you still gonna be friends? They're not welcome at my house no more. No more. Okay. Time went on. She had a baby by him. She loving on him and everything. Guess what? You guys, I hope people don't know the people I'm talking about, but it's true. I'm just telling you the truth. He ends up raping Lisa's aunt. He went over there to pick up the baby. I said she had a baby by him and everything. He went over there to pick up the baby, ended up raping her aunt. And guess what? She called the police. And guess what? Got found guilty. He pleaded guilty. I'm just letting you guys know. Juju. Anyway, he did 10 years in prison because he made a deal. They found his semen inside of her and they fought. So he went ahead and pleaded guilty. So sometimes you got to let people figure that stuff out on their own. And I did not know that until I ran into her. And she said, you know what? He raped my aunt. And I knew it, her aunt. But anyway, you guys, that's a true story. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the California City Boys because guess what, you guys? If I put it in my title, we're going to speak on it. Okay. So we are still following some things. I'm not going to share what other channel holders are sharing because I don't know if it's true or not. What did the brother say or do? Shannon, the brother asked me, was like, did you give him some? I was like, I'm done with you. I mean, because that's your brother. You know what I'm saying? And I still could have went and made a report, but anyway, I just felt like maybe I should have, and that probably wouldn't have happened to her aunt. But it is what it is. So, sometimes we all have secrets, but a best friend's gonna tell you the truth, no matter if it hurts you or not. I believe a best friend will tell you if you have BO. Your best friend will tell you if your brother slept with, this or did that. They will tell you the truth. I tell my kids the truth no matter what. If it hurts them, I will tell them. So at least they can make a right decision of what they're going to do. Now, I'm just saying, that's what I would want. But I see in a man's point of view, it's different, you guys. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's different because they have like, bro kind of things that they do. Like you don't tell that or don't get in the middle of that or something, things of that nature. So I got his point of view also, which like I said, men think different. They don't, that's why men don't fight as much as women. Women, we fight on a word. You say the wrong word, we getting into it. I've seen that too. It was like, oh my goodness. Anyway, so the California City Boys, you guys, there is not an update. I hear that somebody has been arrested, and I don't know who that is, but I heard that. I'm just telling you, I heard it. And let me share. Everybody's looking in the database like who it is, who it is. I don't know if we know. Somebody else put out that it was somebody in Arizona. I don't know who got arrested. I don't know. Detain is different from arrested. Detain is just they're talking and they can only hold you for so long or whatever. But arrested is, something. So I don't know if it's true. Don't quote me on it. But I can tell you, and I know some people are going to get mad. Just put it like this. Put it like this. The family heard the same thing. So, So our mods and admins have reached out and we have spoken to some family members on the bio side. And so that's what they have heard. But anyway, just to clear up some of the detailed things that we have said and other people have said, we always ask them to come on and they can either say yes or no or whatever. We're going to give them time if they want to come on. And if they don't come on, then we share what we heard. Okay. Because we're not going to get it. We're not going to get another strike. We're just not going to do it. So you're going to have to trust me that this is what they said. You're going to have to trust me. You're going to have to trust me this is what they said. Okay. So Kathy says, which family? The bio? Yes, the bio family. So, that's where that is at. But as far as the boys, we have not heard anything. I have not. That's the only thing I heard that was like, oh, So I felt like I should share the little bit with you guys because you guys are family. I don't want you sitting back and then somebody else say, well, you should have told us or why you didn't say nothing. They said this or they said that. They're just saying what they heard. So who knows? Okay. So I did speak the mother's side or the father's side. Roseanne asked me a question. The mother's side or the father's side? You really want that answer? Put a one in the chat if you really want that answer. And that is the only answer I will answer if you guys want that. And then let's not talk about it no more, because if we want them to say something, I don't want to misquote anybody. And I don't want them to be scared to come on here, because we're definitely offering them to come and share what they want without any drama and chaos and confusion or anything. Okay, you want to know? Okay, both the father side and the mother side. That's the answer. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this situation over here. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Oops, there it is. Oops, there it is. Oh, Lord. I hope that ain't something else. I think I saved the wrong thing. Oh, no, it is. Oh, so this Liliana, um, they call her Liliana. I think it's pronounced uh Carrillo. Carrillo. Liliana Carrillo. Thank you, Dominique, for the super chat. I see you in the building. She says, you always trying to get them nuggets. I do. Thank you, Honda. Thank you, Cheryl G. You still up in there. And thank you, Dominique. It ain't came across my board yet. There it is. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And you know, let's see here.
Thank you! Thank you!
Okay. So everybody's like, justice for the boys. Okay. Well, you know, have you checked the Arizona papers? We're checking. We're checking. We're checking. Trust me, we are checking, because that will give us a little insight. And I think thank you, Jessica A. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you!
There we go.
Thank you!
I appreciate you, Jessica A. And Jessica A, you're gonna have to go over there and apologize to Nina Boy. Okay. He was upset because you left. But I mean, you were standing down. But you know, that's his house, you know. So when we go somewhere, we want to respect that. But I thank you, Jessica A. You know, she was like, I'm in the building. um Anyway, what was I saying? Both sides of the family, both sides of the family. Galax and Star. I feel the boys were taken by bio family. Real deal says that. Oh my goodness. She said, what did I do? Oh, he probably took it the wrong way when you said that you were leaving. And so he got angry. So I just think it's just best that we just apologize and keep going, because, you know, that's his house, and just, other people would see what you say and they probably thinking they took it the wrong way or whatever. So that's why sometimes I don't come in people's chat, because, you know, that's their home, and they're you know, they want everyone to. She says, okay, I'll talk to him. I was on my lunch and had to go. See what I'm saying? And people probably took it the wrong way. He took it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP. This is calling from North Carolina. Are you live?
Yes.
Hey, I was just calling about the boys. I'm one of your subscribers, and I just wanted to. I just pretty much have a comment about how I've been feeling lately, just in regards to the fact that there are a lot of different opinions that people have. Um, People are coming from different directions on how they feel um, regarding the boys, and I just want to just put it out there. This has just pretty much been on my spirit that whether we want to say that, but the mother, the biological family, um, had taken the kids back, or Trizelle and Jacqueline. What I also like to say is that we need to all go on our first instinct, and that's where I'm at. I just pretty much feel like whenever I first looked at that video of Trizelle and Jacqueline, I know what I felt. I pretty much felt like Trizelle and Jacqueline had something to do with it. Then I went back, and I'm thinking like, well, maybe it is a bio mom, But, I just want everybody to just go on what their gut feeling was initially and just go from there. I think that we all should. And then, start searching in that kind of a direction. I just pretty much feel led to tell everybody that because I know it can be really difficult with all these different conflicting information where nobody knows what happened to the boys. The police don't know, the FBI don't know. We all care, definitely, but at the end of the day, we all have a gut feeling.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we can only be true to what we feel in or believe or think it is. And
I just almost feel like it's like when you take a test. Whenever you go and you take a test, you chose a lot of times you chose the right answer, but when you go back and you erase it and you go for the next answer, you done got it wrong.
Okay.
I know that has happened to you a lot, and I know a lot of you guys can attest to that. Whenever we have been studying, when we felt a certain way, I just think it's important that we go off of what we saw because we studied that video. We saw what we saw.
Yeah, I mean, we did. We seen what we seen. We were in our feelings. We were told actually too what we were seeing, and and that is one thing that we do have to keep in mind. Like, I mean, even just the information that we know, which sometimes our eyes do fool us, but still, yeah, we do not see no boys there on the 19th or the 21st. We don't see no boys there. You are correct. We don't see no boys there. So, but like somebody was telling me was like, well, when they came out, did they tell the public this because they're scared or fearful or whatever, and then turn around and go down to the police station and tell them the truth? And they say, okay, because my understanding is, well, why are you not arrested if you lied? Because we see right there you lied. I know that might be a little lie, but I mean, maybe if we get you in there and you sit there and you eat that jail bread, maybe you'll come and start saying something. Because why would you lie to the FBI and say that the kids came up missing on the 21st when we don't see them there, period, point blank. We don't see them get out the car. Was somebody at the house watching the kids? We don't see nothing on the 20th. And we don't see nothing. What about the 20th?
Right.
I mean, she got a sister. Couldn't she sit at home and watch the kids at the house?
Right.
But I'm just saying, I mean, these could have, you know how it is. I mean, if there is a definite, I
think it's a neighbor. I mean,
you think it's a neighbor?
I'm just saying,
What the
I
neighbor
mean,
want the kid for?
you just never know. I'm just going off of what was on my spirit,
Uh-huh.
initially, and I just kind of like had a feeling, initially, and that's just what I'm just going off of. I don't know. Just think that, just with him talking about that Pizzagate, I just always felt something about Travell, and I'm not God, so I don't know, but I'm going off just how I feel, and I do think that we shouldn't, just X them off and write them off as they are innocent just because, we're looking at, the bio mom, uh, I just want everyone to know that, don't close your eyes just because something makes more sense,
Right. You're right. You're right. Right. Because the worst thing in the world is to blame somebody that is not, because people ain't gonna remember what you said. They're gonna remember that. After you ring that bell and say, you guilty, you guilty, you guilty, even though that they find you not guilty and somebody else guilty, everybody's gonna be like, oh, they don't check to get the updated information that you're not guilty. And then that's still spreading. That's still spreading. You still gonna, you know what I'm saying? So we're not saying that the bio mom or the bio family or because there's three parts of the bio family, the two dads and the mother, that they're guilty or innocent. We're not saying that adopted parents are guilty or innocent. We're just giving the awareness over here and helping as we can and trying to share some light with some receipts as we get there.
Exactly. Yes. That's why I love your channel, girl.
Sometimes people get mad because they be like, you're wrong. And we'd be like, okay, show it. And then if they do show it, we'd be like, okay, we barked up the wrong tree. We'll go down to this other tree and see what's going on over there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's not accusing anybody. It's just like that's what we do. We ask questions. Because if these were your kids, you would want anybody that is, like if they look like the person or if they had the kids or if someone said wouldn't you ask them a question like, have you seen my kids or do you know where they are or do you know you would ask the question. I'm not scared to ask the question. It doesn't mean that I look at you guilty. I want to see your expression. I want to see what you say. You might just say, like I was talking to one of the family members and they said, how do you know who I am? And I was like, no. But why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? Because okay, we done connected some dots. So why don't you tell me?
Right, instead of getting offended.
Yeah.
Right?
And then they finally told me who they were. And I was like, okay. So, but
instead of being offended or saying some crazy stuff,
we're
all in this together.
But I understand their stance because think about it. Anything they say really is going to be toward. But it's better to say something and get in front of the narrative and make it your narrative instead of us assuming something and then running with it. Because once it's ran through, that's why people gonna think what they think because you're not saying nothing. I mean,
you know, you're being all scared, and that's why I think what I think.
Right.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Right. Yes, Bestie. Well, go ahead and get somebody else on the phone, bro.
All right.
I'll be listening.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, family, if anybody want to call in and share what their feelings are and things, I was pulling some up. But the only thing I want to share with you about the other case, we're going to continue to talk about the California City Boys. But I'm just letting you guys know we're on watch, waiting to see because we have invited, but they may say no. They say they want to. Let's see. Okay. But we want everybody to calm down because I know one thing, you guys. I know one thing for sure. And I know two things for certain. The community needs to come together. And that's just bottom line. Put your differences to the side. I'm just telling you right now. Because guess what? You might fix your toast this way. I might fix my toast that way. But we don't have to fight about it. We don't have to fight about it. Thank you, Candy Richardson. She's the one that adopted not adopted. She the one that donated the shoes. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get that out to the winner tomorrow. Erica says, Erica, where you at? Erica says, just give the boys back their innocent babies. This is so hurtful and painful. Now, here's one thing I want. So what is bothering me today is, so now that we know some of the things that has transpired in the back, what all can we now know that was not true, or is it true, or what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, there is a single rotten apple that has been identified. So I'm guessing that person will no longer be believed and everything will be smothered than it had been. That's kind of like, well, I think that there's more channels that is covering this. So I think that the positive of the channels are is not try. I mean, we all are distracted a little bit. I don't believe that I'm distracted. We were working all this weekend on all kind of things. So you never know what can happen and come up. So we just really think that at first the community right now is broken. And we're reaching out to people trying to get them to help their own community, people that will listen to them. We've done this once when the community was broken, when nobody was saying anything. The mayor came out with the statement. And then the, uh, the police department started speaking out a little bit more. But what did it do? It caused conflict. I don't think it's about fighting for money. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I do believe that whoever finds the boys, you're not going to get 122 or $25,000. Now you may, but I doubt. I think that you can't do it anonymously. So, and somebody, you got to have some really good information. So you are taking a chance. So I think, yeah, the damage is done. So the only thing we can do right now is address it and move on. Ain't no need of putting our head in the dirt and like, oh, they say, just address it and just move on. We're moving on. And I think that you know, sometimes you just gotta go your separate ways. I don't fault nobody for what's going on. I don't fault nobody, you know, because here's the bottom line, and this is what I tell people: you got to have positive with a negative to make energy. Just try to start your battery with a positive and see what happens. Just see what happened, Captain. Okay. And that's in everything. You have a opposite to make what is. You know, you have night and day. So you know what I'm saying? You have cold, you have hot. You have good, you have bad. You have night, day, light, dark, right, wrong, left, right. You're going to have an opposite to balance out what needs to happen. And whatever the outcome is going to be, that's what it's going to be. Tina Power says, where are the boys? We want them back safely. Yin and yang, yes. And sometimes when you have an opposite, it makes you stronger, it makes you better, and it makes you wiser. You have to have an opposition to know when you know you need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I had a person set up their store right in front of me, and their store was bigger and better. And I was like, Lord, I'm finna lose now. And you know what? I had to change my prices. I had to tell people, but I've been there for years. But this person just show up and they got bigger and better. I just knew I was just outdone. It just so happened that the Lord stepped in and told me what to do. And yeah, I had to figure it out. And I got better. And I went and got better, merchandise. And not only that, I got it on a good price. And next thing you know, I was in the building. I probably wouldn't have reached that level had not been for someone to give me that competitive um, competition right there. I'm just saying. I know at the time that you're dealing with it, you don't want to. You don't want somebody that's competing against you. Channel holders, you know more, I know less, or whatever. Or you got the information and you won't share it with me. Why should I share it with you? You know what I'm saying? I just, that's why we over here sit back and say, we don't want to have channel holders' names in our chat. It gets messy. It hurtful. I've had people come and say, people coming into their channel and they're just saying stuff and all that other stuff. So I'm just glad that we're not in the middle of it. And I say that, and then the next thing I know, here we go. Y'all just wait. It's going to happen. Thanks, Virgo. Virgo Grand, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Anybody else got anything to say? Please let me know right now. I'll put the number up in the chat right after this.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, we have somebody on the phone. Go ahead.
Hi, SP. I don't really have a lot to add today, but I keep seeing people mention about the biological mother, that they can or can't mention anything about her on other channels or something. And it just reminded me that I have this only one thing that I question about the bio mom, and nothing else. But the one thing is, I found it kind of odd that she used the platform to beg to have her children back, give them back to me. I'm good. My family's wealthy. We're all good people.
No, what platform? She was on the news. She was on the news. She was on the news. On the phone going
Yes.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, why did she? Well, it's not that good of a point. I can even overdo myself. Because you've lost everything. You're just going to say whatever comes out your mouth. You know, she's upset. She wanted her kids. So it makes sense she would say it. But something about it just kind of eats at me. And I just watched it over and over, and I'm like, huh?
Well, did you see Court TV says that grainy surveillance that does not show the kids is going to be like a key? I mean, that's an opinion that they believe that that's going to be a key part of evidence in the case.
The fuzzy surveillance.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to say it, but I'm afraid that can be tore apart in a court of law. If they had a good attorney, we can't see really what's on the far side of the house.
Well, I believe they got other cameras also. And so, you know.
It might have. Well, it seemed to me that the reporters were pretty much insinuating the police belief in that video of the 4 kids, not 6. So I kind of think that is good, but I just don't know if that would be able to stand up in a court of law. It's so fuzzy. Oh, but wait a minute. See, I told you my stuff. I'm just not that deep into it right now of 100% believing what I'm saying on it, because with the camera, what we are seeing is different than what the police are seeing.
The police are seen directly from the film from the camera or whatever's in it. I don't know what's film or a disc or what. Mm-hmm. We're seeing it taped through someone else, a telephone to the screen, mm-hmm. and it's worse. So the police are seeing better than what we are.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're right. They're gonna get more of a clearer view of it, and they may have other footage like the 20th and the day before the 19th and all through the month. And what's so weird is remember the case that they had with the young lady Judy Aries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she threw the camera in the wash machine, and but they ended up being able to cover that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Even though that she deleted it and everything, it showed that she was there. It took a picture, and some blood was there, or whatever. And I believe that they're going to have to go back and look at when did the neighbors set up the cameras, okay? Because it may look really suspicious if you only have this day, that day. But the neighbors was like, I think the neighbor said that he couldn't go back or something.
Yes, that is what he said. I don't remember how many days, but it was not many. It's like 14 or something. It was a very small amount of days that he could go backwards. And I think tonight.
Hold on for 1 minute. Hold on. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, this is Gwen in Houston, Texas.
Hold on, Gwen. Hold on for a minute, okay?
Oh, sure. I'm watching you.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, family member. I had somebody else because I'm waiting on a call and I don't want to miss that call, so I had to see who it was because yes, I'm waiting on a call to come in while we're on live because
I was hoping you
yeah.
Had a good one. Well, you just hang up on me.
No, I wouldn't just hang up on you. I'm like, hold on, this might be it. But go ahead.
Well, and what else was I thinking on it? I know there was more, but no.
It's okay. I interrupted you. got too excited too quick.
Wow, you kind of got me excited.
Yes.
Let's see, we were talking about the cameras and the fuzziness. Yeah, I think we were done on that one.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll call back if I can think of some more stuff if nobody else does.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Bestie. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, family, go ahead.
Okay. The other day, recently, I saw a YouTube title that intrigued me. It said the boys have been missing for a year and a half. So I clicked on it to hear what they had to say. And they were talking about income tax papers. And whoever the lady was, and I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name. And we don't talk about other channels, what the head title is. But what they were saying was that she, the mom, Jacqueline, had only taken credit for 4 children as head of household, and that the non-custodial whatever parent claimed 0 on the same issue. And they said if you had the ability to claim 6 children and get credit for that and get money back, why would you only claim 4? And that's all I was calling about is that they said that she only claimed for 4 children, not 6 children.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't have any proof of that. It just was something I heard, and it was pretty interesting. And they were just saying that he claimed nothing and no, the earned income credit, they get extra money for that. They
Right.
only claim for the poor. They didn't include these two babies.
Well, the thing
So
about that is, and I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
Other people can be allowed to claim them even
yeah,
if they're not.
other people
They're
can.
not legal.
The only thing that I were thinking when people were coming to me and telling me what was said, and I did go back and listen to it myself.
I said you probably already heard this
Yeah,
already, but
I listened to it,
I
and
just wanted to let you know that I heard it and I was curious about it, and I
well,
think
you
about
know,
the boys every day, like a lot of people.
well, let's talk about it for just a minute. Just a minute.
Sure.
So if you're in a situation where two kids come up missing and you do get attorney or attorneys giving you advice, I would think that that attorney would tell you not to claim those kids also first. That's one thing.
That was last year they didn't claim
No,
them.
no, the
Last
20,
year's income
20,
tax.
20 income tax, 20 income tax. You file your 20 income tax in 21.
But it was the year before that they
So it's the
didn't claim it.
19? I thought it was the 2020.
Whatever it wasn't this year's taxes that they're filing, it was the previous year.
I thought she said the 20. So you
I
file
could
your
be
20,
wrong,
you file your
but they were
20.
talking about that. That's why they said the kids are missing for a year and a half, not for half a year.
I know, but
Really?
you file your 20 income tax in the January of 21.
Right. Right.
So your 20, everything that happens in 2020, you file it this year. I just filed my 2020 this
Right.
year, right? Okay.
Right.
So if you got an attorney, because if she just filed her taxes in April or February or January, she probably knew what she was doing, but she probably filed it because, I mean, I'm just giving you some things to think about. Like,
Yeah.
first thing that your attorney will probably tell you to don't do it
Well,
because
maybe I got the year wrong because I thought it was the previous year's taxes that they were already claiming.
no, they said 2020. They said 2020.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, they said 2020.
Sure, I trust you with everything about this.
Okay.
And I
But I don't know what information they got, but they did say 2020. Then the other thing is, okay, those other boys, listen,
lawyers would be telling you what to do too.
right? But here's something else. Think about this. Remember, I had a boots on the ground. We've got boots on the ground down there, and they
Right.
did go to the courthouse, and
Yeah.
they asked for the information. Now, here's the thing: you cannot take the information out of the courthouse, but they will let you see it. And you know what? They did not have those other kids on any documentation talking about adopted, and so they assumed that the adoption could be in another county. Maybe though, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying.
This was Kern County, I think.
Kern County does not have those other kids listed. The other two boys listed as adopted in Kern County. They may not even be adopted, and if they is, they may not can get them or something.
I didn't think about that.
Maybe they private adopted, or they have an agreement, or maybe they just been adopted after the 6 months in one day, so you can't claim them. But I do know one thing, that those kids are not on the paperwork in Kern County as being adopted in Kern County. They may not even be adopted. They may just gave them to and said we adopted them or something, or we made an agreement, or they adopted somewhere else and they didn't get the paperwork done or whatever. And then people do make agreements too. They do make agreements because my daughter, she makes.
I'm from a big family, and I've heard a lot of shenanigans in my time. But they even went so far as to say that the date they used was obviously, of course, they used, I don't know if they used the word obviously, but concurrent with whatever happened the previous year.
Hello? Hold on. The phone just hung up. Thank you, Nisi, for the super chat. Nisi B. The only thing we can all agree on is that the APs did not tell the truth. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat.
Hello?
What's up?
Thank you! Thank you!
Oh, man.
I am live. You was on mute, but
I'll
I'm
talk to you later.
okay.
I'll talk to you later.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay. So, the phone just hung up on her while she was talking about that. I have 3 kids. I could only claim 2, Mary said. So my daughter and the biological father, one year they claimed the kids, and then the next year she claimed the kid, and they do that every other year. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you want to help mom out or something, or she don't watch your kids, or they done ate all the food or something, they, people be like, well, they do stuff like that, you guys. But hold on. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP. I was calling into your live.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so are we discussing like how we first came across this case and stuff? Because I have an opinion.
Well, we're just discussing it all over because right now we want to get back on the boys and not on the drama.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't know, because I'm watching the live and I don't hear myself on here. But anyway.
Well, it's delayed. It's delayed about maybe a 2-minute delay.
Okay, so I just want to kind of tell you like how I came across the case and then like my thoughts on the case and my opinion. I knew nothing of the California City Boys until I got on YouTube, and I'm kind of new to YouTube. But the very first video I saw was the interview. So I probably was a minute, 2 minutes into the interview, and the vibe I got, my very first instinct was they're lying. You know what I mean? So I continued.
Who was lying?
The adoptive parent. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like the story they told to me, it just sounded like a lie. That was my very first thought. I always go with my first thought. So I came across your channel. I subscribed. It's a few other channels I kind of watch to try to keep up with the case. But like even right now, I literally log on every day, all day, just to see if they're found. So with the adoption process, I don't know, because I don't know how it goes, but I think it's so hard to find out any information, clear or clarifying information, just because it is an adoption process. That I don't know much about that. But the main reason I called was that lady that called in not too long ago, and she was saying about the biological mom, and the thing that stuck out to her was when the biological, mom was saying she'd do whatever to get her kids back. Now, to be honest, because I said, let me go over all this and just see what vibe I catch. I promise you, I got that exact same feeling she had, but it was only for like 2 minutes, because I watched her news interview. I watched the video when she was out, they were out there, confronting and yelling at the adoptive parents. And you can't fake like heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of hear it in her voice. So I just don't believe that the adoptive mom has anything to do with her children being missing. I do believe that those adoptive parents were abusing those kids, because I'm really nosy. So when I hear a name, I'll go to Facebook, even if it's private. I'm trying to see everything on your page. And I had went to the biological mother's page, and the thing that stuck out to me is she had posted one of the flyers of the kids, and she zoomed in on it, and she circled this scar that was on her son's neck, and like literally, I looked at this flyer, that picture, so many times, and I never noticed it. And she said, what is this on my son's neck, and what is wrong with my baby lips? So that clearly let me know that, and the way the scar looked, it looked like it was either a healed burn or some kind of healed, like, how a rug burn would be healed, or something was tied around their neck. And then his lips looked, his lips looked like they were either busted, but as a mother, she know her children. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And children that are that young should not have those type of scars.
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, I think with the way that Trezell was raised, I don't know what was going on with him and his wife, or so-called wife. I don't know what they were doing. I heard about the liquor and the trash they was drinking, but he obviously has controlling issues, and when people have controlling issues, they tend to have anger issues. They probably were abusing all those kids, but those little ones caught it the worst, and it went too far. But that's just my personal opinion. I pray that they're found, but I think like after 107 days, it's like I find myself getting on here every 20 minutes. I done lost sleep and everything, but I just want to see that they're found. And every single day that it go by that it's not, it's like I'm coming to terms that maybe it will be a recovery effort. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion.
And you know what? And you know what? While we're talking about this, I'm gonna share something with you. And I got to find where it's at. But I see something going on with those other two kids that are adopted also.
Yeah, that was in the home with them.
Yeah, the other two, not the biological. I see something going on with them too. Yes. And everybody or anybody's in here, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go take it to another channel and they're gonna go look into it. But there was like that one of the boys' ear was like, it was just way down here. It was I was like, what's wrong with his ear? I mean, his ear was deformed, like somebody had done something, like put something in, and he could have been born like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make fun of nothing. I'm just saying, but maybe they could have done something, because if you put clothes hangers in, torture a child or pull on it, or it just seems like something was done to one of the other adopted kids also, to be honest with you.
Like with Trezell having the sticks in his eyes and stuff. The first thing I thought of, like even when I seen the one YouTuber following down the street, was like it gave me like ninja vibes, sticks and stuff. It just put me in the mind of somebody with nunchucks, somebody who's always twirling sticks, because that's the way that they, want to combat somebody. And maybe, it could have even been that. You know what I'm saying? That he was doing that to the kids. But whatever happened, I believe it went too far. And the reason why I think that these adoptive parents is so scandalous and so weird is because, and I don't care, my business, but I have younger brothers, and years ago, back, my mother had a drug problem when I was growing up, but my two younger brothers are 10 years younger than me, and they were in the foster care system. And Children's Services did give my mother a hard time, but the lady that had them, she was a foster parent, and she was a school teacher, and she did everything by the book. But it had even got to a point where my mother was going up there to visit them, we were going to visit them, but she was even, the lady who had my brothers, she was even going against Children's Services and like bringing them to my mom's house on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As long as they kept it between themselves. And I just feel like if you foster a parent and they don't, if it's, you meet the parent, the biological parent in the visitation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you see a biological parent is concerned and they have a bond with their children, and a mistake could have happened, you're not going to be, as an adoptive parent or a foster parent becoming an adoptive parent, you're not going to be so closed off to that biological parent. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So when the mom was saying that, like how, of course, you're going to notice ain't nobody going to take care of your kids like you. So yeah, as a, excuse me, but an African American mom, you're going to be mad as heck about your son's haircut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But for her to say, she felt they didn't look like they was being taken care of, she's not lying.
Yeah.
She's not making that up. What it was is, it looked like they were being taken care of well enough by the Children's Services. Because to be honest, like with my mother back then, all they cared about was that to get my brothers back, my mom just had to have beds and food in the refrigerator. It didn't matter if the house was nasty, what was going on, as long as they had beds and food in the refrigerator.
Right.
And my mom ended up working and getting them back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know what's going on with that Children's survivors there, but they all crooked
Right.
in every state, I'm quite sure.
Right.
But it's just the vibe I get from them, and it's, I mean, I just believe it.
So let me ask you something, because somebody's in the chat saying they adopted in 2019. Well, we know that the kids that are missing, Orrin and Orson, was adopted in 2019, but we don't know when those other two kids were adopted. And if they truly are adopted, they could be a private adoption where they in agreement to exchange times to use that, or if they can, or when they got adopted, or when they was even placed.
Yeah, and then like about the money thing, like how everybody was saying that whoever that woman is gave him the money to get the house. This is what kills the trafficking, scenario for me. And I like to put myself in other people's shoes and try to try to think how they think. Now, if I had two kids and I was famous like that, and I'm trying to get some, okay, I'm gonna traffic these kids because I can sell them and make some money, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna sell not one but two kids, I mean, well, however I'm gonna do it, trust and believe I don't have to get no money from nobody to get a house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the part that with the trafficking that just doesn't make sense to me, because I doubt if you're just gonna give somebody kids to traffic them. I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you want something in return. I'm just assuming. I don't know how it works, but if you're gonna think like criminally, you would want something in return. So why would they need to get money from somebody to purchase a house? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I know all the child trafficking and stuff and everything. That's real and it's legit, but it's just the money don't make sense. Because I was watching some weird documentary a long time ago about it, and the people that give those kids to traffickers get money. Right. So if I'm gonna give the kids to traffickers, you won't give me enough money to at least purchase me a home. Right. Not to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're not just gonna give me a couple $1,000 and I'm risking jail time and I gotta come up with this fabulous ass story. No, if I'm gonna traffic these kids, I have to get something in return to where it's, to me, in my mind, it's gonna be worth it if I do get caught. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not to be like that, but that's what kind of kills the trafficking thing for me. Right. But I mean, I don't know. I just hope they find them, 'cause this is just
Yeah. Yeah, I can't, you know what though? Sometimes you have to back away.
Yeah.
Because you will get overwhelmed with all the information. Then you have to decipher what is true, what is fake, what is new, what is important, what is just drama, what is then and people's character that's giving it to you, or what their intentions are, because like we say, everybody, it seems a suspect to us until we can, figure this out. But if you back away, like I did come back, have a more clear mind going, okay, let's start over. And you see how that played out. We try to go back to the beginning and see what we got wrong. And then all heck broke loose. I mean, it really did. It really did. Right after that video, it tore up a lot of stuff. And I mean, I think that was the catalyst to a lot of this drama here. To be honest with you, I'm just being honest. I think it is because
with a lot of cases like this, not even pertaining to children, but with a lot of cases, the truth always lies in the beginning. What first told, what first happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's never in the middle. It's never towards the end. The truth was there all along in the very beginning. Like, I don't think nobody's gonna see those children on video. Yeah. I don't honestly believe that any of those people in that neighborhood ever saw those kids, because I see kids all the time, and I mean, I'm not gonna forget that I saw them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, oh well, those are those kids. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And for I don't care if it was COVID, okay?
Right.
If it was COVID, but the kids was in the house going crazy, so you're gonna let them outside, even if you just let them out in the yard. So you mean to tell me no one ever saw children? And then for the sheriff to get on there however many moons later and say they want, someone who has seen them in the last year and a half, that makes me think, as with their footwork, they can only go back to a year and a half when they were seen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And how is that possible with toddlers? They got to go to the doctor, especially ones that's in the system. They got to
mean?
Right.
So
And
you
you
tell
know,
me no doctor's
some
office
people
got
were
this on
saying
record?
that when you a foster parent, you can't cut their hair.
No, yes, you can.
I mean, you
Yes,
gotta
you
get.
can.
I think you can because you know, I go to some homes sometimes, and there's foster kids there, but you know, there's certain things you can do and you can't do, and I do believe that you can, but you can't. You know, like what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like every case is different.
Yeah, and it just really depends on the foster parent. Because,
Yeah.
some foster parents, because even like where I'm from in Ohio, if you get foster kids, they give you a clothing voucher, they give you a voucher to get beds and all that. But they don't give you the, vouchers for haircuts and hairdos. And you know what I'm saying? So that's really like, I think that would fall on the foster parent. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't imagine getting a child as a foster parent and I'm just not allowed to take them to get their hair cut and it's a boy. Like, then what am I supposed to do? Just let it grow out? You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I don't know about that, but I don't know. It's just so weird, and being that it is so weird, I have to go with my first thought. And when I saw that video, and I swear I was just scrolling because I was looking for something else. To be honest, I clicked on that video. I heard the first minute of Giselle talking, and the first thing that came over me was this boy lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just have to. He's lying. I have to stick with that one, but just from everything from what I've gathered and with his history and everything, I mean, I think with him being controlling, that can lead to violence, and he took it out on them kids. And who's to say he wasn't having some kind of, domestic violence situation with Jacqueline? And, he was beating all of them. Who's to say she wasn't beating kids?
Right.
But
You
I,
know what bothered me out of everything? It really wasn't their interview. I mean, there's certain things that, we look at and we always gonna remember him saying it all panned out or things like that. That did,
right.
but the main thing that keeps playing in my mind is when the chief police pair came on and said that they want anybody to get in touch with them that has ever had any interaction with these boys in the
Yeah.
last year. And I'm like, that tells me you guys, nobody's seen these kids.
Yeah.
That's what that I mean, out of everything he's saying, he's making it seem like, well, we just want to know any interaction, doctors or such. What, you can't find a doctor that's seen these kids? You don't have a
That's
teacher
my
seen these kids?
point.
You don't see these kids at the grocery store outside playing? You don't see
And
these
then
kids nowhere?
wait a minute, SP, and then this was the one for me. Now, I'm not a mom. I'm an auntie nephew mom, because I believe the aunts and uncles is put on this earth to protect their kids from their parents. So, I got 13 nieces and nephews. I love the kids. Now, I'll put myself as a babysitter. Can you
Hmm.
imagine babysitting somebody's child? You let the kids outside and them kids disappear. You cannot sit there calmly in front of anybody and tell that story. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, I'm gonna be in a sense of panic. Oh my, just because they're not my children and they are children. That would probably make it like I couldn't have did that interview in front of the news knowing that I had two kids and they had magically disappeared. One time I had a dream, and this is no lie. I had a dream that I brought my nephew here to Kentucky, and my nephew's autistic, and I took him somewhere, and then he was missing, and it was for. I woke up in sheer panic. My dream was so real, but that feeling, I know that's the feeling I would have felt. It hadn't been anybody's child that was in my care. It came up missing. So I don't understand how you could have stayed in the house if that's what the police told you to do. But once you opened up your mouth and to tell how these kids came up missing, I couldn't have been. And I don't think any human being could have been calm without tears and panic. You know what I'm saying? So just to stand there, oh, that's just how it played out. And yeah, we looked. That was the vibe for me.
And
Y'all lying.
and he's like, exactly, whatever.
And then you see how nervous he got when he at the end when the reporter went to ask, I can't remember the exact words, when he went to ask him something and Travail thought he was done. It's like, oh, okay, go ahead. That was
he was nervous, he was scared, he was shook because the people was out here, the family was out there. He wasn't scared because it was gangs or anything. It was because them boys' family was out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the vibe I got from it. I don't know. I just want to call in because I always type on here and I got on nails and I can't type.
Well, I'm glad you called in because that's a lot. I mean, it's hard to just explain yourself in a couple of words, and people get it wrong. So you do need time to explain what you were thinking, and that's what we're doing.
Okay, but I just wanted to call in and say that I love your platform. I love your YouTube channel. If I don't love nobody else's, so you got a subscriber forever. And I love the kids, and I love what you're doing for the kids.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, and I hope all y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. I got a people that was asking. Let me copy this real quick. They will be discussing the TeNika Parks, Tiana Parks in the King Hill case on a platform lettalkradio.com. I am going to put that link in the chat just one time, you guys. I'm not going to do this forever. But let me see if I can get it up there. For the people that was asking for the King Hill, where they're going to be talking about what's going on with the King Hill case and going over the what's happening, what's done happened. I told you guys they're dropping those charges on Tiana Parks. So that link is in the chat. So if you guys grab it, you guys now have that link. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Let me see if it's up there. I don't know if it went up there or not. I don't know. Did it come up there? I don't see it. Did the link not come up in the chat, you guys? Oh, hold on. Okay. I done did the wrong thing, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Okay. So now we will announce it more than then, but there it is right there, you guys. So that's the link. It's not on YouTube. That's the link where they're going to be talking about the King Hill case. And if anybody, that link right there. I don't know what I was doing. Had a long night. But anyway, you guys, if I get that information that the people are going to come on, they will. If they say no, you know what? They're going to just miss the opportunity. Because by the time they get ready to want to come on or whatever, they're going to have to go to another channel or whatever. And that's fine. Some people think, this is what people think. This is what I heard. Oh, you guys just want clicks and views. You guys want clicks and views. And this is what I told them. I said, this channel is an entity already. We've been an entity for 2 years. We have been established already. Our channel is what gets awareness and get the word out and get people talking and get donations so we can try to help to search, look, and to even financially try to support. That's what this channel is. It's not for clicks and views. We don't care about clicks and views. People got a way of saying that. It's like, I'm going to say the worst thing in the world. You guys want clicks and views. No, we don't need clicks and views. Clicks and views don't do nothing for us. But if someone is out here watching this channel, when we continue to try to put the boys' faces up there, maybe they see something they'll say something. This is why this channel grows, and it's going to continue to grow, whether they come on or not. But you can get your story out there. They can hear your side of the story. They can hear the family side of the story. They can have a decent atmosphere where we're not going to judge. We want to hear your side. And yeah, we're going to talk about it later on, but we're not going to talk about you as far as what you were wearing, what you look like, and all this other stuff. We're just going to, it can't answer, some people can answer some of the foolishness that we have assumed. So why would you not? You know what I'm saying? When people say that they would do anything, and this is very small, I'm wondering, why would you not? Because sometimes you need gasoline to keep going. You need some fluid for that fire. The fire is gonna, we keep running to dead ends. We keep running to dead ends. We can't just leave it like it is. Then what? What's gonna happen? Nobody gets arrested, and your kid's just gone. The baby's just gone. Oh well. Kid's just gone. Oh well. Next. I do believe that everybody know how serious this is. And yeah, somebody needs to be accountable for losing these kids. And not only that, once that is taken care of, when the kids find the kids or whatever happened to the kids, whichever way it goes, then you have to go to the next part. What was done wrong? Because you can't find nothing wrong when you can't even find the kids. See what I'm saying? You can't go fight and argue. Just Me says Duty Ron can have that Arizona license plate ran. Well, why would I want Duty Ron to have the license plate ran when we done gave it to the district attorney? We done gave it to Bakersfield Police Department. The sheriff has it. The highway patrol has it. And the tip line has it. Why do we need Duty Ron? He's in New York, ain't he? Why do he need to run it? I don't know who asked that. Well, Just Me, Buzzbuster asked that. Then Freddie done deleted it. Okay, you guys, I don't know what's going on. Girls, yeah, they ran it already. Yeah, they ran it already. They ran it already. And Duty is retired. Think he can do that anymore. Oh, I know why she did it. Because you said the channel holder's name. Exactly right. Thank you. Thank you, Maud, for that. Justice must be served. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get on off of here. Have a good evening, everybody. If you don't know, please reach out to somebody and let them know. Thank you, everybody that donated, and for the Warriors for Children, you guys. Thank you for the super chat. If I didn't mention it, I want you to know thank you. Let's do one of the oldies before we get up out of here, because we haven't seen these in a while. Go.
Thank you! Thank you!
Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's Closet has on her racks right now. You guys are gonna love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place to be. Make sure when you go over there, tell her SP News sent you. You're not going to regret it. Are you a Warriors for Children and she'll work with you? You can walk on the runway with this one, you guys. I guarantee it.